Ooh, what is up, geeks and geekettes? Another episode of the Countdown City Geekcast. But specifically, this is our Ghosthead radio show, and I am joined today by two members of the Ghostbusters of San Antonio. First, we got Rob. Say hello, Rob.
Hey, what's going on, world?
And we got the one and only Matty B. What's going on, Matt? And we are very excited here today because we have some upcoming events to talk about. And so we're going to share the details of those today, talk about what's going down. And then we also have a long awaited giveaway prize to drop to choose our grand prize winner of the one and only Ecto one popcorn bucket. Oh, look at that. Look how nice it is. Yeah. Hang on. Oh, it lights up as well. And so we're going to do that a little later in the show. But say hello. Say what's up in the chat. We want to hear from you guys. How are you doing this Friday night? What are you up to? What are you watching? Let us know. Joseph's in the chat. He's watching Ghostbusters as we speak. Congrats, man. Which one? The new one?
Define. Joseph.
Yeah.
Define.
Which one is it?
What are you watching?
Let us know, man. Is it the new one? I hope it's a new one. It's so good. It's so good. Oh man. So first, let's talk about Superhero Sunday. This is the event that's going down January 23rd. It's going to be held at Brewster's Backyard Ice House. And Rob, I know you were really excited to put this to get us involved in this event. Why don't you talk a little bit about what's going down Superhero Sunday? Who's going to be there? All the details. What do you got, man?
I'm Superhero Sunday says it all. Really, it's Boosters actually invited us out this past year, 2001, for their first one they were doing, and it decided to thunderstorm and flood in San Antonio, so we weren't able to make it. I even got in the car and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. And we couldn't make it, sadly. So we were really happy when they invited us out again. It's a family event. It's 2 hours, 2 to 4 on Sunday the 23rd this month. Bring your kids. I mean, I have a 4-year-old who loves Paw Patrol. Paw Patrol's supposed to be there. Lego Batman, Spider-Man. Also, we're doing like a whole thing, a meet and greet with SAPD, the Sheriff's Department, getting them out and actually meet the community as well. It's a community event to meet. Sounds like a good thing. I've been by there once. It sounds like it's all outdoor. So, make sure, I know everybody's worried about COVID, everything else going on right now. You can mask up, but you're still outside too as well. So
absolutely,
that safety's there. So having an outside event for kids is a really good thing right now, especially with this great weather that we're having. I love the cold weather, so as long as it's not pouring hot, I'm okay in a flight suit.
Yeah, I was just about to say it helps in the flight suit when it's a lot colder outside. Absolutely. Matt, why don't you talk about what the Ghostbusters of San Antonio do at events like this for those people who might not have seen us out and about before?
Well, it's usually about more than just dressing up as a Ghostbuster. Typically, we want to have some sort of goal in mind or something to attain, whether that's a toy drive or something for charity or to help someone in the community. One thing that I really enjoy about this upcoming event that we have is this is a way to sort of warm people into the idea of first responders. By bringing in some of your favorite characters, people you're comfortable with, the Ghostbusters, Spider-Man, Batman. It's a way for the police to connect with the community and first responders to connect with the community in a way that's sort of unattainable in just everyday Monday to Friday, 8 to 5 sort of way of thinking about it. And this is what makes you spend money on this. Right. This is what makes us do this. Something has to be worth it at the end of the day. And I think this event is a really cool way to do that.
Absolutely. And so, if you're just joining us, the Ghostbusters of San Antonio, as well as Spider Man cosplayer, Batman cosplayer, the Paw Patrol, which is one of the biggest child franchises of all time, I just
It's what
recently
I put
found
up
out.
for my dog when I leave the house. So if I leave the house, I literally I go to on demand. I put on Paw Patrol, and my dog watches it when I'm gone. I don't have kids, so but Paw Patrol's on in the house daily.
There you go. There you go. This is going to be at Brewster's Backyard Ice House in San Antonio, Texas. It's at 815 Pleasanton Road, and it's from 2 to 4. The event's from 2 to 4. There's also a $50 kids cornhole contest. And unfortunately, my son is he's aged out. He's 14. But if he was 12 and under, he would have totally annihilated the competition in
I
that.
got two.
I can almost guarantee it.
Hey, we'll put Kevin in.
Yeah, he's short.
we'll
He's a ringer.
Bend the rules a little bit.
There you go.
With
Oh man,
and also what they're having a book fair that weekend, either a book drive from open to close. Booster's really good about having kind of events like this. They have like on Mondays they do like a Star Wars event.
ooh,
They do a lot of, because it is an ice house, background, so that outside area, but it has a bar inside different, so they have playoff games playing, stuff like that. So they all are also just doing that kind of stuff. So I would check out their Facebook page, because they always got something on. They have a Madden tournament going on, and like I said, the Star Wars on Mondays they had. So that might be a good place to check out if you're looking for something to do, especially being able to sit outside.
absolutely. Enjoy the outdoors. Social distance. Please do that. I'm sure it'll help out in the long run to make people feel more comfortable if you're social distancing. But I'm sure great food, great drinks, great atmosphere, and the Ghostbusters San Antonio are going to be taking photos, doing photos with the fans and all that. The Ecto, Rob's Ecto, is going to be probably on the premises, blasting the jams. So yeah, that would be exciting. Come check out the car. Come check out the team, and just have a great time. There you
And
go.
if
I
you
think
have
it's
a
gonna be
flight
fun.
suit, again, we talked about, you know how these Texas nights are right around here. We got it's mid 50s at night. If you have a flight suit in the closet, if you have a Carhartt that's khaki, if you have a Ghostbusters patch, you were like, what am I going to do with this? Come out and see us there.
Yeah,
Do it.
go
Put
take some
something
pictures.
on. Come
Yeah.
out and see us. No judgment, no nothing. We put a lot of time and money into this, but it's okay. Come out there and put it on. And let's rep as a team.
Do it. Do it.
Sure, come out. We always looking for new members with us, and our main charity is Meals on Wheels. So anytime we go out to like an event, something like that, a lot of times they'll ask us. Usually we do things in trade, and we'll say, "Hey, we'll come out. We're more than happy to. But is there anything you could do to contribute to Meals on Wheels, a donation or something?" And typically, any place that has us come out will say, "Hey, yeah, they donate." And they don't have to tell me what it is. I mean, they have $20. I wouldn't care. I mean, as long as we're giving some money.
As long as it's something. That's the only reason why we're out there. We love taking pictures with people. We love doing that. I'll stand out there as long as I can and point my finger for it. I don't care. I
He'll
hope
do
you're
it.
happy when you leave. But what we're doing is more than that.
There you go.
It's about helping.
There you go. Absolutely. Speaking of helping, we did a toy drive last month. And the toy drive was to benefits families in need. And we set up shop at my favorite neighborhood comic shop, Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy, the Alamo Ranch location.
Look,
we did like 4 appearances there.
let me stop you there, because
You guys were working
I
overtime
just
out
let you
there.
know that I was there every time, and
Right.
this is a good shout out for Dragon's Lair. They were so accommodating to us, last minute kind of thing, where we're like, "Hey, we want to do this." They're like, "Sure, come on up." And every day that we went up there, they were the nicest, great host to us. Letting just come in, let borrow a table, whatever that we needed. they were just some cool cats, I guess you could say. They're just easygoing and letting us use their space. It was a
Well,
great
it
opportunity.
seemed set up really well. And they it looked like they had, because I didn't go personally, but what I saw from the content that you guys put out, it was a nice clean store. It was in a really good shopping center. So, if whatever you need, whatever errands you're running, it's in a convenient place. And Kevin killed it at those. Kevin
Oh
did
yeah.
a really good job
Kevin.
of engaging and making sure that people felt good when they dropped that toy in the bucket. It looked like they felt good when they did it.
Yeah,
That's so awesome. I thought it was a cool event that you guys did.
it was good because it was right there at Christmas time. You got Super Target right there. Five Below was right there, who dragged us. It was funny. It dragged us over
Literally.
after the event. Can you come take pictures with us? And so we walked over and took pictures with them. What was really cool too, I met 2 other Ghostbusters from outside the U.S. at this.
Oh yeah, the Calgary guys.
So the guy from Calgary came down, and he was supposed to go to the 5K with us, but that got canceled because of the weather.
Yeah.
But so we didn't meet up for that. But we were having that event on Tuesday, and I said, "Hey, why don't you come out? We'll be out there for 2 hours." Came out full dress. He brought his gear from he's from the Alberta team. So he came out and took pictures with us and shook hands and worked the event with us. It was nice. But while we were there, a guy who lives in Austria, who is a Ghostbuster, came up to us and said, "Hey, you're Ghostbusters!" And he's super excited. He's like, "I've been working on my spirit pack." And he said he had to put it in his luggage to take it home last time he was here. And anytime he needs something, he has his. He's actually from here, but has lived over there for like, I don't remember how many years he said. I think like 7 years or something. And he teaches as an artist. He does graphic arts and stuff. And he does murals on walls and everything.
What?
And he did one. There's the Jefferson Bodega. Look that up, Jefferson Bodega, and you can see they have a mural on a wall out there, and it was Star Wars for the longest time. Had Mandalorian and Baby Yoda. And that was about a year they had that, and then they just came in right around Christmas, and he actually helped do the new one, and they painted it white and did all like Dragon Ball Z. He did a Gundam for his, because he does robots, a lot of robots on his Facebook page. So it was really cool, not just meeting a guy from the Alberta, which was amazing because his group actually worked on the new movie.
Yes.
And so he was telling me a lot of inside stuff about that and the parts that his group actually worked on, everything else. So that was really cool getting to meet him, and then also learning more about how maybe even to structure our own group, or what they do for to structure their group to kind of mask some of the things they do to help even us be able to do more, like with hospitals and other charity events that maybe they work with as well. So it was really good advice, and he's got me in touch with some good people to that. But it was really cool just meeting, just out of the blue, these 2. He came, I knew he was coming, but then this other guy just walks up, and he's from Europe, and he's like, "I love Ghostbusters, and I'm a big fan." And so we started talking about gear, and he wanted to see traps and proton packs, and it was it's always good to meet people that are interested in fans, and then also the ones that are like the gearheads that are like, this part goes on this part, and you have to yes I get that. So that's the part that makes me say, because I get to that gearhead part, and I love it.
There you go. Yeah. Especially Matt's going through a whole proton pack upgrade right now. So he knows all the parts as well, right, Matt?
I know a good portion of them. It was actually funny. I wanted to kind of like come up with a way to commemorate the pack as a new member of the family, and I asked Lauren. I said, "So what is it that you love about me?" Because she was wondering, why are you so focused on this?
Why am I with this
And
guy?
and I asked her, "Well, what do you love about me?" She goes, "Well, you're not perfect, but I like you." And I
Good
said, "Well,
answer.
that's why I'm doing this proton pack. It's not perfect, but I love it, you know, and it makes me happy, and I like seeing it running back there.
Oh
I
man.
like weather and all this stuff. I like helping out my fellow busters. I mean, groups on Facebook. I've changed the way that I've interacted with social media now. Um, it used to be about cookie clicking sort of thing where you hope to post something and you hope that people like it. I've like switched off of that, and now my main focus on social media is Facebook groups, and I
Ooh.
really enjoy that new way of looking at how I interact with social media, because I can, like, it doesn't go to my public timeline. It's not something that everyone that knows me can see, but I can interact with people on things that I care about. That's within our group. I've really grown to love some of that. I've grown to hate some of it too. I mean, you
Oh,
could
sure.
tell. I mean, there's some petty ass Ghostbusters groups out there, same as Star Wars or any other fandom. And it's not
Any other
exclusive to
fandom.
Ghostbusters,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I have got myself in a little bit of trouble though. I mean, I just came off a ban for bullying and harassment, which I don't do. I didn't bully and harass anybody. I would never do that to somebody. That's not even in
Matthew.
my nature.
Wow.
But I got reported because I was calling people gatekeepers. I was like, because they're flaming people for spirit packs or whatever. They post something in a group, and all of a sudden there's just all this hate coming on it, and then the 2016 stuff comes in,
Oh God.
That's the
and it's
worst.
just like
This is the
I
worst.
can't contain myself anymore. I like, if I hear 2016 again, I'm gonna just lose it. It was a movie, guys.
It brought money to Ghostbusters.
Well, it also brought a lot of little girls who
Yeah,
would not give a shit about
exactly.
Ghostbusters.
Exactly.
Like, I'm glad they like it. I'm glad when they see my patch, they know what that means. Not because
Yes.
they
Absolutely.
watched '84, they watched 2016.
Yeah.
They think I'm cool because I'm dressed up like this because they saw a movie that was released in 2016, not '84, '89.
No,
It's okay.
I agree. I totally agree with that. Like, I people hate on like spirit packs. People really hate on spirit packs. But look, yes, a spirit pack. I've seen people put like $400-500 on a spirit pack, and it looks amazing. But
Absolutely.
but again, that's $500 or whatever you're putting into it, and then it better look amazing. It better
Yeah.
like get on my back, be pushing a button or something if I'm going to put $500 in it.
Yeah.
But I don't think anything's wrong with this having a spirit pack. It's getting people into the fandom. It's
That's all
a
that matters.
starter. All the stuff from Spirit, Fun.com, Halloween.com, whatever. That's like you used to be able to pick up a PKE meter, right? Maddie built this really nice PKE meter. God, it's been 7,
Long
8
time
years
now,
ago,
yeah.
right? If you want to buy one, it's like $250. They sold for $75. They clearanced them out at $75.
Wow.
They first came out, I think it was $100 for them, and they sold really well. And Maddie was looking to re-put something out again, and they said, "Well, let's do the PK meter." So they did a second run on them. Second run didn't sell as well, so they had to clearance them out at $75. And now people are buying them like $200-300 on eBay. So then Spirit comes out with this PKE meter. It works. It's there are things with it where it's a little fat, or maybe it makes a weird noise, or whatever. But it's a PKE meter for $30 or whatever it is, $20-30.
Yeah, well, if you have the coupon, whatever it might be.
Yeah, you get the coupon. You can, whatever.
Well,
it makes no
I
sense
think,
to me.
well, it lends to me, and I know that this may be contrary to your opinion, because you're, definitely way more into the technology. I mean, I love the technology, don't get me wrong. But when you kneel down and you point your finger forward and you take that picture with the person that it mattered to, you're not activating your PKE meter. You're not taking a picture with your ecto goggles in that moment. I mean, like what's captured for the person who takes something away from it
Yeah.
requires a lot less than the community puts into it. And that doesn't mean that we shouldn't try hard and that we shouldn't
No, I agree.
do these things, but it's just people don't know. I mean, if I walked out with this thing, they'd be like, "Oh my gosh, that is a real deal proton pack." They don't know, and and it's not like I'm trying to get away with something, but it's like they're getting what they needed out of it. I'm delivering to them. I'm transferring the enthusiasm to this person.
But you also are doing it on a budget that you can afford or want to.
This is less than $300.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
like Ben and Kent, if anybody asked me, "Hey, you want to go buy a pack kit? What are we going to buy?" I usually push them towards Ben and Kent. Can't buy the Hasbro anymore, so Ben and Kent is who I push towards, or Max Factory. Those are the two guys who are making really good, like, pack sets right now.
Yeah.
Ben and Kent is
Fincher Technologies is coming though. Fincher Technologies is looking
well,
really good. But go ahead.
So Ben and Kent has been their pack actually. Their fiberglass shell was used in the new movie. The new movie didn't have time to finish and get the shells. The other parts, yes, but not the shells. So Ben and Kent supplied the shells for the movie. So you have an in right there of having something that is in the new movie, having something that's legit, you know.
Movie ready, yeah.
Yeah, and so a pack set from him usually costs around $700 or so, you know. But he's made other things besides packs, but it goes up to like $1,500, I think, like with electronics and like everything. So you're looking between $700 to $1,500 for his set. Now you can go to Max Factory, who his kit is licensed by Sony, and you're getting these little tags for everything that you buy, and you put them on a sheet. And once you're done building this whole pack, you send the sheet in, and they send you a certificate that this is an actual copy of a movie prop, because they got to go to Sony, they got to copy everything from Sony and do digital copies and everything. And then they, his stuff, if you've ever see any of his stuff, go to his website, Max, just look up
Max Factory, yeah.
Yeah, and look at their proton pack and everything else. But his shell, I think, is like $550 just for the shell.
Wow.
But everything's already painted.
Yeah.
Everything's already done on his. All you're doing is getting the parts and putting it on. You put it on everything, you're just putting it on. And once everything's put on, you don't have to, unless you want to dirty it up or do anything else, it is done. Your pack will be exactly the way the pack was supposed to be in the movie.
Awesome.
So, but you're looking at, you're probably, I would say about $2,000 you're going to probably pay for that.
At least.
When you're done. When you're done.
At least.
But
if you want a hero pack, if you want a movie accurate pack, we're looking at 3.
So, you're
$3K.
Yeah, my wife says we dropped $1,200. She said I spent like $1,200 on my pack. I don't think I spent that much. Because
she's probably keeping closer track than you do.
She gave me free.
My thing is
she said, "Here's the credit card. Don't go crazy.
What's asked of us is more than what the actors in the movies. And this is my plea for spirit packs. The actors in these movies had to wear these, say maybe a maximum of actually strapped onto your shoulders. Let's go outworldly. Let's say they had to wear it 3 hours at a time.
Yeah.
It didn't happen on set. They took them off. They did the thing that, and if you're at a con and you have a full-sized movie accurate pack, 8-9 hours at a booth, the 9 to 5, whatever you're working at the booth, that's a long time to be like hauling this thing around. Bill Murray didn't do other movies because of shit like this. So having a spirit pack that lights up, that you can carry, that's lightweight, trying to keep everything as light as possible is like, I feel like Spengler, as smart as he was, this was one of my problems with Afterlife. This technology would have gotten more precise. It would have gotten more. It would have gotten smaller. It would have gotten over this amount of time. And what Afterlife did was they almost made it more bulky. They like added more things to it. When I
You gotta
thought
make it
that like
stronger.
the progression of the technology would be to slim it down a bit.
The only reason why I kind of liked the way they did it is because Spangler wasn't in the greatest situation. We talked about
Yeah,
this a little bit
he had
on
the
the show.
hardware
Like
store. Yeah.
Yeah.
he had a rinky dink hardware store that was
Mhm.
like his thing. He didn't have any capital, right?
He's working on a dime.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
basically Tony Stark in Iron Man 1 in the cave, you know,
Yeah.
building his bulky Iron
The
Man
Mark
suit.
One.
That's
Yeah, no, I
what it
hear you.
is. That's what it is. You know what really gets me, and I know we're talking about like the fandom and kind of getting a little snobby-ish, would you say, towards
Yeah.
like people trying to get in and kind of show their passion?
Well, it's
Ghostbuster fans have not had it great for a long time. Like this
also
is a movie we can all finally get behind. And
Yeah.
so to me as a fandom, like we should be completely accepting of what's happening. Like we just can't
well.
shove our noses in the air now when things are just starting to get good. Like we need
I
to
get
enjoy
their
this moment.
I get the I honestly, as much as I rail against the old guard,
Mm,
sometimes I do understand it though, because before 3D printing, before like a lot of these things, if you made a legit proton pack, that was a feat. I mean, it
Oh
was
yeah.
not easy to do.
I
I bet.
I agree with that.
And the people who were able to do that bonded together in a way that it's, of course they're railing against us now because it's easy. You get a 3D printer, you print out a pack. Not easy. I mean, it's always hard, but it's just I understand the old guard being the way that they are. I don't love them. They're not my friends. I'm not gonna have beers with them. But I get why they feel that way, because before all of this, there was a long time, Ted. And like you said, there's a long
Yeah.
time between movies.
Yep.
If you made a screen accurate pack during that time, yeah, fuck a spirit pack. Sorry. Excuse me. Big show. Bleep that out. Bleep it out. I get it though. I understand why they feel that way.
No, I agree with that because there has been so much hate against certain people or certain groups for like copying and stuff too because so everybody, I mean, Bob's Prop Shop. Do you know what Bob's Prop Shop is?
Well,
Yeah.
of course we know Bob's Prop Shop. I mean, the guy. I mean, come on.
So I'm not a fan, but
you don't love Bob?
No, I'm not a fan, but the reason why is because back in the day, for his pack and all the parts for his pack, he did copies of other people's stuff, made them, and then started selling them.
Because he had the resources.
And he's selling them for, $2,500.
Well, no, it's. I think if you were to go to Bob's Prop Shop right now, it's going to say sold out. But if you inquire, at this point, it's up to $3,700 almost. It's
What?
almost
Okay,
$4,000 to get a
so
Bob's Prop Shop hat.
So back in the day, I remember seeing photos of when the Maddie wand came out, and that's what I rock. I rock a Maddie wand because I feel like making a wand when I got.
It's a good wand though.
Yeah. So when he went and bought like a ton, like he had this picture of this truck opening, and it was nothing but boxes of Maddie wands. So when he used to sell packs for a long time, I don't know if he still uses Maddie wands or not, but the last time I saw, that's what he used as his wand. Last video I saw, that's what he sold and everything as his wand. So I know, talking to Throwing Chicken at one point, he contacted Throwing Chicken and asked Throwing Chicken if he could, get him to get his molds to use his wand as his wand for his packs as well too. And Throne Chicken didn't want anything to do with him. But
Wow.
but you could, but it was also the same thing as. But that's stuff you have to watch out because people copy people. You know, you see a good product, people will buy it, and then they'll make a copy of it or whatever. And you know, you want to make a copy, I'm okay with you making a copy. It's when you start selling those copies,
Yeah,
making some revenue off of it.
that's some
Because
shady stuff.
who is it? There is a trap that is sold by a movie prop shop, and I can't remember the name of the company. They made like pulse rifles from Aliens. GameStop had it on their site. They were selling it for a while. Well, there used to be a prop maker in the UK, and I cannot think of his name for the life of me. I'm trying to tell you a story. I can't remember everybody's names.
Proton props.
No, he just doesn't make props anymore. He made some of the best props too, because he made a gizmo that was made out of rubber, and I always wanted. It was like $30. It wasn't like,
The UK is huge.
Yeah. So
in Ghostbusters fandom, it's weird because I'm Ghostbusters fan worldwide, and all the groups that I'm in, like the UK is repping heavy.
Absolutely.
And this company who's made like tons of props out there, he had put special like notches in his trap, like in certain spots, and you could see them in this trap. And it was a whole big thing for a while because it was like, oh, Hollywood Collectibles.
Oh, I've heard of them.
Hollywood Collectibles made this, and then I watched reviews on it, and it's all made out of wood, and it's a piece of junk. Like,
what?
And it was like $550.
That's crazy.
And I'm just like, that's crazy that you're going to release this product. Like, I'm right now looking it up just for and this one right now I'm looking at is like $600. And
I wouldn't go for that.
Speaking of $600, what do we think that Ecto is worth? Are we going to give that away? Is it time?
This one?
No, yeah, that one, Ted.
Oh,
no, definitely that one.
Hey, the back tail fins
definitely this one.
Are red, right?
They're a little faded, but yeah.
They're reddish.
Yeah. Rob, we have a giveaway to finally take care of, and we apologize for how long it's taken. The holidays were around, and we had a ton of things that we're working on separately, but we could finally give this away. So if you were following us the week of Christmas, the week before Christmas, we did a toy drive. We talked about it earlier, and we had people who donated to the toy drive enter in to win this lovely Ectomobile, which also doubles as a popcorn holder.
Hey, it doesn't have to just be popcorn.
It could be anything.
Let's say you had somewhere you wanted to put some wipes above the toilet for that little extra gift. What if you needed somewhere to put your weed?
Absolutely.
Marshmallows?
Marshmallows.
There you go.
What if you didn't have a toolbox?
Bam.
You probably put some tools in there for sure.
Sure.
Throw some tools in there. I'm down with that. It lights up. No sounds, unfortunately, but we did take names of those who donated. And listen, not everybody did it for the raffle, I was like kind of taken back a few times. Some people just said, "You know what? I just want to donate. I want somebody else to win the prize." And they just came by, donated a toy, and it's like,
Mm.
bro, what do you say to that? That's
Hey,
that's
It's
that's tremendous.
say thanks, buddy.
yeah. We
Appreciate
you know.
you.
So I wish we had Kevin on here because he'd be able to explain it a little bit better. But like
We can get Kevin in here.
we could get Kevin because he would. We should get Kevin on here. I'm gonna call Kevin.
Call Kevin.
I'm gonna call Kevin because he'll know because
Well, all you got to do is Ted has to Facebook message Kevin the link, and Kevin is so good with multimedia, like you said before.
well
that
he will
I
know
think that he'll hop in.
who they went to the toys. I like to talk about the toys and who they actually went to.
He's gonna be at a bar halfway through a Pinot Grigio, like, oh my gosh, this is the greatest event. Dude, I'm telling you right now, I'm calling him.
I'm calling him.
I'm calling
Everybody's
him.
calling him.
Everybody calling him.
Everybody's. Are you
I'm
calling
messaging
him?
him. I'm messaging him on Facebook right now.
Oh, Kevin Rosenberger.
Who does he answer first? That's the question.
He's definitely answering me
He
first.
answered me first.
Uh-oh.
I know I saw text
Okay.
or message on Facebook.
Hey.
Hey, you have like 10 minutes?
Yeah, I have a couple minutes. Sorry, what's up? Well,
Can you log into Ted's link that he sent you?
so like be on camera?
Yeah.
I would.
You need to put your face on?
Well, I mean, I have my face on, but I would need to go in a more quieter area.
When does Kevin not have his face on? I'm sure his face is always on.
He's
He-
always on.
I mean, who takes their face off?
No, I'm over here. I'm over here down on the strip. Like, I just gotta go down to where it's quiet.
Okay. Yeah, I need you
It's-
to be.
That's a noisy area.
Yeah, when you get a chance.
Okay, all right, yeah. No, give me like 5 minutes, and we'll go across the street to Luther's, and I can. Well, what are we doing?
Now this
Luther's
is
is so good.
We're doing a podcast, and I need you to tell me who the toys went to and benefited.
Oh, it'd be great. Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that. Okay.
Because you were supposed to send me that information. And he never did.
Oh, shit. Okay. Yes.
Hey, don't cuss. This is family friendly.
He's
no,
good.
it's not. No, it's not.
He's
no,
good.
it's not. Do you know what I love about Kevin's name, Kevin Rosenberger? One of my favorite movies also is
You don't have to put a button on
Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the year.
You can wear
Rosenberger.
Roland Gardner.
You know?
Okay. All right. That's it. So
Rosenberger.
he said, give him 5 minutes.
Awesome.
He needs to put a button-up shirt on.
Rob.
Because right now he has a net shirt
Rob.
on.
We're off the Kevin drama, okay? I need to ask you a question.
What?
Have you seen Rookie of the Year?
Yes.
Of course,
Okay.
yes.
Of course.
When Kevin Rosenberger, do you not go back to Rowan Gardner? God dang it, Rosenberger. Floridan, they always had like a name. He always messed up his name until the end. When his arm wasn't tweaked anymore, and he had to throw the floater
The floater.
to get him home against the guy who was gritting the dust off of the bat. Anyways, sorry. I dove
one
deep.
day you're going to have kids.
We heat
No,
up
not.
the ice cubes.
And you're going to
Throw the
watch
stinky
these movies.
cheese.
Try to watch these movies with your kids. Ted probably knows what I'm talking about.
Wizard Kids. I don't know
No.
what that is.
No, watch these movies with your kids.
Oh,
Not wizard kids.
I thought it was a movie you mentioned.
And they're
Yeah?
gonna sit and watch like the first 5 minutes, and then they're gonna run off.
Are
And
you
what
serious?
we thought was amazing movie. This kid tweaks his arm, it's stuck. It's got like rubber band sounds coming out of it now. That I always liked that movie, but
I'm not going to be nice to my kids, Rob. I don't know what you're trying to say. Like, if I had a kid tomorrow, they're going to like what I like, or they're not getting anything nice. They're not getting clothes.
There's no
They're not
Santa.
getting they're not getting shit. I'm not giving them lunch money. Nothing. Yeah, you're gonna have free lunch. I'm gonna report to the school that you're getting free lunch now. And I'll disown them if they don't like what I like. They're done.
Oh man,
The
out
only
of the house.
Okay, so look, the only problem with them liking what you like is like I collect toys, and
Well, kids like toys, Rob.
yeah, they do like toys. So
You
then
sound way better now, Rob. What did you just do?
I don't know. I don't give a.
Did you walk into a professional sound studio all of a sudden? My gosh.
Okay, so like this is my.
You got everything. Holy cow!
So that's just part of my stuff, and I started taking over our bedroom. And so then what my kids do is they come in the bedroom and sit on the bed, and they look at the wall, and they're like, "You're getting this, and you're getting that when Dad dies."
Oh my god!
That's what they do. They divvy this shit up, and they're like, "When Dad dies, I'm getting this
Are
transformer."
you serious?
Yeah.
Rob, don't reveal any more of the story. You can go on tour on Netflix with the comedy skit with what you're about to give out. Do not give this out on live right now. I swear to God. Hold this, Rob. Hold it.
They do that all the time.
This is what you're gonna get when Dad dies. That is hilarious.
Yeah.
We're gonna.
Divvies because I don't open a lot of stuff. I don't open. So
I can see that.
Pissed because I don't open it, and they're like, "Why do you just look at the box?" They're all freaking out, and I'm like, "Cause I don't want to lose parts, and I collect it." Yes, and sometimes I collect more than one of them, so I can't open one.
We're gonna use this video as evidence in case there's any like weird situations where you disappear and we can't find you. We're like, well, the kids one time started talking about all the stuff they're gonna take from him.
Well, so that's like one of my things Ernie Hudson signed a couple years ago. I made sure to sign it towards Bruno so that Bruno would get that item.
We don't talk about Bruno.
We don't talk about
Yeah, we don't talk about Bruno on the on the show.
Kevin, what's going on? Did you go onto the link he sent you? Go. Okay, let me go do the link.
Do the link.
So, Rob, you're my favorite person right now. This is so funny. The story of, and again, I know people are watching this live. I know this is going to go out to YouTube. I just want to go ahead and set it forth right now. Anybody who comes with a story about looking at their dad's nerd collection and divvying it out when you die is a hilarious skit, Rob. And nobody can take that. If you do, I will demolish you. I promise you. And Rob, I want you to just hold that, and let's talk about that next time we're around each other, because I would love to hone that in. That'll get you a good 10 minutes of church. I can tell you that.
I'm just like,
you
wife catches
can riff on that.
Sitting on the bed, looking up at stuff.
This is what you're gonna get when Dad dies.
Yeah, like this is my half. This is what your half is.
Yeah. I live with a Latina girl. I'm not allowed to say the word dies or death even in the house. I'm not allowed to say death, nothing. No. I'll get a chancla right here on the back of the head. I'm not allowed to talk about nothing like that, because that puts the energy in the universe. And as a Latina, she believes that means it's happening today.
What?
I'm not allowed to. We don't talk about death or anything in the house.
I live with a preacher. We talk about that all the time.
Well, no, because you live with a preacher, so it's the opposite. So you learn to be okay with death because something's happened after that. With a Latina girlfriend, it doesn't work that way, because she's worried about what's happening now and what's happening later. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Ted.
Yo, I'm still here.
Are you sure?
I am still here.
You look like it was like Mission Control, and you might have actually cut off our oxygen.
Hey, stop that. my pet dog here is like almost biting my foot off. He needs to go outside, so I need to get my teenage son to take him out.
Where's Kevin Rosenberger? I'm calling Kevin.
I don't know where he is. That's why I was just looking to see if he takes
Rosenberger.
He's in. He's here. He's here.
Oh, he's
Ready?
here. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show.
Can you hear? Can you see me?
Kevin Rosenberg.
Kevin Rosenberger.
Hey guys.
Are
Hey,
you
what's
doing
up,
the
Kev?
challenge at what was the place? What was the chicken place?
Oh, let me go outside. Let me go more outside.
Cluckers.
Yeah. We went to Pluckers.
Pluckers. That's what
It
it
was
is.
what,
That's like
sweat?
Cuckers.
Not hear the music?
Ooh. That's a little spicy. I meant to say Pluckers.
Where are you?
He's at the Thriller.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like Thriller's about to come on.
He's right outside. Oh, here we go. We're gonna get.
Yes. I came outside so I can get further away from the noise.
It must be a beautiful night out there right now, on the strip.
Y'all must have like lots of time to go to places.
Okay.
I have so much time. It's unbelievable.
Okay, that's much better. I can hear y'all now.
Okay.
Awesome.
Look at that smile.
Hi.
Welcome, Kevin Rosenberger.
Hi, fellow
Rosenberger.
Ghostbusters.
Oh, and I have all three of y'all on. So we voted all these guys in this week, and all these guys have been added to the Ghostbuster roster for San Antonio. Dropped off Matt's patch today, and I'll hit these other guys up later this weekend or this following week and get their patches so they get them on their uniforms. So I'm very excited having these guys added to the group.
And we appreciate it immensely. It's an honor.
So Kevin, we were wanting to bring you on because we were going to give away the Ecto popcorn bucket from AMC, but I wanted you to kind of tell Ted and Matt a little more about the toys. You know, we get a lot of toys. We had a ton of toys that we were able to get. We really appreciate all the people that gave us stuff. We actually even got money to be able to buy toys as well. Just go over kind of the people that got the toys and what they did with it. And I know like we gave them out on Saturday to one group, and they got to actually see all their kids on Sunday. So it was nice, and we wrapped all the toys and stuff for them too. So if you could talk a little bit about that, it'd be great.
Okay, yeah. All right, so we had the Ghostbusters toy drive from December 14th through December 21st. We probably collected well over 100 toys. The community, helped contribute, but all of these toys were distributed on December 25th, so Christmas Day, to families that were in recovery, regardless of what form of recovery. There's addictions all over the place. So this was really a unity group meeting. It's a time where, not always they may see their kids, or if they do, sometimes, it's just unfortunate, the gifts aren't always able to be provided. So Liv, Robert, after the collection of the toy drive, the toys were wrapped and everything. And like I said, they were distributed Christmas Day. They went throughout several groups in recovery. And one of the biggest groups, because there is anonymity that does have to stay, because it is its own program. So we do have to respect that. But I mean, a lot of it, so the biggest contribution was towards the female parents that, they created a very long line. They enjoyed the food and everything along with that. But they came as a pack, and they were able to collect a lot of toys to distribute, to their family members. We had a wide range. And it wasn't just one type of addiction or another. There was no separation of any kind. And for one of the first times, that I have seen myself, it's to see the bond and the community come together. and everyone be there in spirit. And there was people who were not even in recovery that were able to attend, so it was just open, and everything was for a good cause. And there was even people who called in and said, hey, I can't make it, but I would really love to be able to give a toy to my child or to a friend. And so we had enough toys to be able to make that happen.
So, a little bit what Kevin's describing is on the 25th at it's actually my wife. Like I said, she's a pastor. Community church. We had a dinner on the 25th that was hosted by some of the groups there in recovery to bring in multiple groups in recovery for dinner. And while they were at that dinner, that's where we were able to provide the toys to these people so they can take them home either that day or give them out. Like one group I was talking to, it was a group of women, and like I was saying a minute ago, they actually they all live together. All these women do, but they didn't get to actually see their kids on Christmas. None of them got to see their kids until the next day.
Wow.
So it was, and this was nice to us to be able to give wrap toys to them, and some of them weren't even. We didn't get to even finish wrapping. We had so many. We had wrapping stations, and they were able to go and wrap the presents themselves, and so they could take it the next day when they actually were getting to see their kids for the holiday and have presents for them.
That's fantastic.
So it was a really good thing that take up with me like that last minute. Hey, let's get this done. Ghostbusters was doing a toy drive, and I think we did a really good job for our first one, and I think for next year we'll do it again. I think we'll see what happens.
When the Ghostbusters call, you answer that call.
You answer the call. That's right.
You absolutely do. And fantastic event. I mean, we took a box that was probably had some stuff in it to begin with, like a third maybe, and then by the end of it, I think Rob, you said we had close to like 2 boxes over full of stuff, and it's just a great site. And wasn't there for the distribution, but from what you guys have mentioned, it just seemed like mission accomplished. We set out to help out in this way, and I think we all got that accomplished. So it's fantastic.
No, yeah, I think we did a good job. It was a good cause, getting together. I'm glad we were able to do it. I hope next year we can continue this trend.
Yeah, and if I may say something,
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't just the toys itself on Christmas Day. I mean, seeing everyone light up was so beautiful, but the toy drive itself, when we went out there and on those days, I mean, you just saw people light up when they saw the car. They were just so attracted, and they were so wanting to give. People were like, where do I go? Where do I go? There's a Five Below, a couple stores down. I'm going to be right back. And the kids came and just gave and gave. And it was just so amazing. So my heart goes out not just to the families in recovery, but everyone who helped donate and made it possible. So...
And you met some really good people. I mean, like that little girl, what does she have, a heart condition or something that came out? And you met her, and it was really cool. Like, and then was that her brother that really loved Ghostbusters?
Yeah, so it's a very distinct family. And I do have permission. I've already talked to the mom, and I have permission to, let them know their names. But it's Velia and her daughter Melody, and the son Dominic, and the other son Nico. My thing is I like to learn names. But this little girl who is on my profile picture, we're taking a picture in front of the Ghostbuster car, but she was so full of energy, just this strong presence for such a small young girl. And to know that she's, fighting something that I couldn't even imagine, I feel so blessed, but she just keeps going. And, I've talked to her mom on, maybe a weekly basis. Now, it's a little bit more, but, she does go to the hospital and stuff like that. But it inspires me like, hey, I don't want to just be here in front of Dragon Slayer. Like, I want to go even further out. And, it helped broaden my horizons. But that little inspiration from that, I'm like, wow. Like, thank you. So,
and I think Matt kind of hit on that earlier, that we don't just do it just to just, yes, we love Ghostbusters, and we're dressed up, but we're out there for the fans. We're out there to warm people's hearts, and Kevin bounces all the while. He's always warm. So I mean, if you ever go out to an event and meet Kevin, he is his smile says it all. I mean, he's just always delightful and very personable. But it's always nice to be able to meet someone and take that picture with them and just know that smile and give them that joy in their heart.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Are you ready, Rob?
I'm ready. So
Are we ready to give this bad boy away?
I do. I have all the
Whoop,
names
whoop.
in a spinner, and I'm gonna hit spin. I'm gonna click on it right now. Oh, it's and it is Michelle Ann out of the group.
Woo!
So I will contact Michelle Ann from all the people that posted, and I will let her know, and I'll get with her to see how we can get that to her.
Congrats, Michelle. Apologies for taking so long, but it's been a busy end of December, and it's been a busy January so far. But we, like Rob said, he'll reach out to you, and we'll figure out the best way to get this Ghostbusters Afterlife Ecto One popcorn bucket over to you. This is actually mine. Yours is still in the box, unopened, but this is just what it looks like. Just so you know, and you'll get the unopened one very soon. So congrats, Michelle, and thank you for your assistance. And again, thank you for everybody who showed up to donate. Thank you for everybody who stopped by to take pictures. And if you want to join us again, you can meet us Superhero Sunday at Brewster's Backyard Ice House, 815 Pleasanton Road on January 23rd. The event is from 2 to 4. There'll be appearances by Spider-Man cosplayer, Batman cosplayer, the Paw Patrol, and of course the Ghostbusters of SATX. And we would love to meet you guys out there, take photos, just have a blast, talk about
It's the bar.
Ghostbusters.
It's a bar.
And there'll be some drinks there too.
Everyone's allowed to come, even kids. It's Miller time. I'm gonna be having a beer. Whoever wants to come drink a beer with me, you can whatever picture you want, buddy. Buy me a beer. I'm broke after all this. Buy me a beer. I'll see you at the ice house.
Help a Ghostbuster out. There you go. Gentlemen, I want to thank you for this awesome video. Wanted to help promote the event, and we'll keep talking about it on our Facebook channel as well as YouTube. Superhero Sunday. We'll be talking about it every single week until it comes, and we're excited. Can't wait to see you guys out there for the countdown to the Geekcast and the Ghosthead Radio Show. My name is Steady. Joining me on this video is the one and only Rob.
Hey, what's going on? Bye, guys.
Maddie Beat TV. And joining us on location from down at the strip, Kevin Rosenberger.
Rosenberger.
I just want to say I am so glad to be part of this group, and thank you, Robert and Matt and Ted. We're all brothers now in Ghostbusters world. So I'm so happy and so excited for the future.
Absolutely. We'll see y'all, Brewsters. Have a good night.
Good night.
Bye, guys.
Bye.